What is up YouTube, IDM here, and welcome back to another best tweaks video. It's been a little while, so I figured I'd show you guys some really cool tweaks that have recently been released, along with a really awesome looking theme as well. I just want to mention, if you guys want to discover more really cool themes and tweaks for iOS 14, check out the playlist link down in the description. Ever since the iOS 14 jailbreak came out, I've been doing these videos, so there's a ton of really cool stuff to find in that playlist. Again, link is in the description. But anyways, we're going to kick this off with Jailbreak Update Checker. Now, I can't really demo this, but I'm going to show you guys what it does. Let's just go into Zebra here, and we'll search up, if I can spell jailbreak correctly, Jailbreak Update Checker. So this tweak right here is really cool. The way it works is every time you do a respring on your device, it will check Uncover and Taurine to see if there's any updates available for those jailbreaks. And if you don't respring your device at all for an entire day, for 24 hours, it will check automatically. And it's really quite cool. I've done a video of this and showing it. I'll leave the video link for it in the description in case you guys want to see it in action. But basically, you just do a respring, and then you will get a pop-up letting you know that the jailbreak does have an update, and it gives you the ability to download and install it to update on your iPhone. It's really quite slick how it works. Definitely a really cool tweak. Next up, we got Flappy Bird. Yes, I know this isn't a tweak, but I still think Flappy Bird is cool even in 2021. I did do a couple of videos on it, the non-jailbreak method and also the jailbreak method, but I'll leave the details down in the description. It's just Flappy Bird for iOS 14 basically, and you can just sit here and play Flappy Bird. I'll show you something really cool here in a second about it. Let's see how far I can go. Okay. Not too bad, but there is a leaderboard for it as well. So if you guys are into that, there is a leaderboard. It looks like there is a maniac out there that somehow got 1610, which is freaking crazy. But yes, you can get Flappy Bird still in 2021. TweakSettings is really cool. It installs an application that allows you to just simply access your tweaks. So you don't need to go into the settings app. You don't have to have, your tweak section there or scroll down to get to your tweaks at the bottom there. You just get a standalone application that has all of the tweak settings. There's also some actions that you can click on there, which is really cool. You can do respring, safe mode, UI cache, restart, reboot, user space reboot, and then you can toggle tweak injection from the application as well. I thought that was a really cool application to have. Battery health enabler is really cool. So in my XS Max, the battery was shot in this iPhone a few months ago, so I put a brand new battery in it. And I did kind of a aftermarket battery. I didn't do an Apple battery. And it's really annoying when you do that because you have this message in settings for a long time that says, battery issue, use a supported battery. There's like a notification for it and all that. Super annoying, but this tweak fixes that. And it also enables the battery percentage, again, right from settings. So if we go into the battery section here and we go to battery health, as you can see, my iPhone battery is at 100% because it is a brand new battery, even though it's not a supported battery from Apple. Really cool tweak. And that brings us to the next tweak, which is called Tweak Count. So if we go into my mods here or my tweaks, as you can see at the top there, it shows that I have 28 tweaks installed. And if I click on this, I get more information about the tweaks themselves, what I have, and system stuff, and it's just really kind of cool to have this in settings. Simple tweak to show you these things. Again, that's called Tweak Count. Do any of you remember swipe selection? A really cool tweak for the keyboard to select text from it. Well, marker is a new kind of tweak that's similar to that with a lot more options, and it's really cool. So if we go into the messages app and let's go ahead and select some text. So to go back in text, you go from the delete button, and then as you can see, I can select that text just like so, and I can actually go ahead and move it up to the beginning of the text, and by going from the shift button, I can then go forward to select text as well. And this is really handy so that you don't have to physically put your finger up on the screen to move the little grabbers on the the selection there. There is some settings to configure with marker here. As you guys can see, you have cursor speed, activation sensitivity, you have activation area, keyboard area settings, blacklist keyboards, a bunch of really cool settings, but basically the newest and better version of swipe selection. Again, that's called Marker. So I downloaded an app called App Editor. Let's see if I can't find it here real quick for you guys. So right here, App Editor app. I actually have not purchased it, so I don't have the full plethora of features that it comes with. It allows you to like downgrade and upgrade applications and do a bunch of other stuff. But I haven't purchased it, I'm just using it for free, and what I'm using it for is the ability to find an application within the Files application. So if I 3D touch on this application, as you can see with App Editor, it shows me the option to open app directory in Files, which I thought was really cool. So I can directly go into these applications in Files if it works here. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to work. Let me go ahead and kill it. Okay, maybe because Flappy Bird is installed in a different method. Let's try uncover here. Open app directory in Files. So there we go. There is uncover application. So as you can see, I can access all of the contents of that application within Files. That's mainly why I installed it, just because I wanted the ability to quickly locate applications within the file system. And that's basically what I use it for. Of course, if you guys want the premium features, you can go ahead and purchase it, but I'm using it for free just for that singular feature. Again, that's called App Editor. Tranzlo is freaking cool. So if we go into my messages app here and I go to send a message, I think I have it set up so that whatever I type will be in English, but before I send it, it will automatically translate to Japanese. And I'll show you guys what that looks like. So I'll say, hello, how are you? Question mark. So now when I send this, it's going to translate that into Japanese, which I thought was awesome. It also reverse translates. So I follow someone on Twitter here that speaks Spanish and posts everything in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish, but I thought that this was really cool as well. So if we go to Juan here and we go to the tweets, so I can't understand any of this, so I'm not sure what it says. But what I can do is actually click on the tweet, and then you get a new little Tranzlo icon here, as you can see on the lower right. And you can enable this in many, many applications. There's a ton of options to configure. But if we go ahead and click on Translate, it then translates the entire tweet into English. So as you can see, new direct answered all your questions from #jailbreak, blah, blah, blah. So really cool tweak. If we go into settings here, I'll show you guys all of the different stuff you can configure with Tranzlo. So here it is, apps and tweaks, translation services. I'm using Google. You can translate tweaks as well. I've had tweaks that have been in like German or something like that. So if you have tweaks that you can't understand, maybe they're in like Chinese or German or whatever, you can actually translate tweaks so you can understand what settings you're configuring. I thought that that was a really cool option there. And then there's a bunch of different settings. There's a lot to this tweak, but once you have it set up, it's really quite simple and straightforward to just use it to translate from your language to another language, or to send a translation from your language to another language. Really cool tweak. Again, that's called Tranzlo. Now I want to quickly talk about the setup that I'm using, because you guys always have questions about that. So in order to move the icons up and down, I used Boxy to do that. The widget there is being placed from a tweak called Zen HTML, and I actually go into settings here and show you the name of the widget so you guys know what it's called. It's actually by me. It is called IDM widget 027. I'll leave the info in the description. So that is the name of the widget, and it goes really good with this theme, and I'll give you guys the theme details here. So if we go into snowboard and go to select theme, so here is the theme. It is called Prime, and as you can see, it has a 1 instead of an I and a 3 instead of an E. So I am using Prime, I am using Prime AE2, I am using Prime Dock, and then I am using Prime Badge Blue. Now along with that, I am using Simple Status Bar, which I think looks really good. So I'll leave all the details of this stuff down in the description, but that's basically the setup that I'm running right now. Move the icons around with Boxy. got the Zen HTML widget, and then using Snowboard to apply this really cool theme with the icon effect, the awesome looking dock, and also the status bar there. So that's going to be basically it for this video, guys. Got some awesome tweaks. I believe these are all free as well. So yes, this is a best free tweaks. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you guys want to discover more tweaks, check out the playlist link in the description. This has been Jeremy, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.